What's up, guys? This is Jason with Ray of Light Tarot, or you can call me Seva or Ray. Call me whatever you want. Sorry, I know I said 9 o'clock tonight, guys. I'm just running a little behind. My evening ran a little later than planned. So I am here to do your mini readings this evening. I have a little bit of a list. Well, not really. There's just two people on the list. So if you want to get on the list, there's only two people on the list right now. Hey, guys, welcome. Hello, Roxana. Hello, Joyce. Hello, Bookmark. Hello, Deline. Hello. Yes, thank you. If you guys would be so kind as to like the video. Hello, Nicole. I have you on my list, Nicole. Apparently, you need some guidance this evening, and I'll be happy to give you that. Hello, Daisy. Hello, Dawn. Hello, Divine Synergy. Corinne. Hello, Cecilia. Good day. And love the outfit. Thank you. Yeah, I have dinner plans this evening. Also, we have to do Cecilia. I gave the wrong Cecilia a free reading last night. So Cecilia R, you're on my list tonight for a reading as well. So actually I was mistaken. I have three people on the list. So I only had one glass of wine at dinner, so because I knew I was doing readings tonight. So I'm respectful, guys. See. Hello, hello, Madison. Hi, Seva, Danny, and Nicole. Hey, where's Danny? I didn't see Danny come in. Hey, Joyce is here, and Nicole is here. I don't think Danny is here. I am very happy. Thank you for the compliment as well. Uh-oh, Megan had a dream about me. You were carrying me, aw, like I was a baby. Oh man, I'm so sorry. It's okay, Cecilia. It was my mistake. When you put the question up about there are two Cecilias who won, I was like, wait a minute, weren't you the one who just said 10 of Cups? That's why you won. So I didn't know why you were saying that, but it was because you didn't win. That's why you were saying that. So yeah, it was just a mistake on my part. Oh, thank you. Okay, so Nicole, yeah, I emailed you earlier about my weird twin flame moment yesterday. When did you email me? I haven't. Well, I checked my email this afternoon, but I haven't checked it since probably about 2 o'clock this afternoon. Okay, so to get on the list, guys, I have in the description that there's a Cash App and a PayPal listed. It's a $20 minimum donation or love offering to get on the list. Right now, we have only three people on the list, so it's pretty wide open. I'm only going to take about 10 people tonight because, like I said, I had a date this evening and I'm kind of tired. So, and I was thinking of doing something else later on. So I'm going to probably keep it at about 10 and then call it a night. Alice in Wonderland deck. Nice. I have two decks I just ordered today. Hey, Tay. Who's Tay? Michelle, guys, everyone. Michelle Marie had a twin flame moment this morning. Guys, I have twin flame moments pretty much every time I lay down to go to sleep or meditate, but it is what it is. You just learn to kind of let it flow. Thank you, Madison. You're on the list. Which ones did you get, Jason? What did I get? Which ones did I get? Oh, which cards? I ordered, it's actually the ones I ordered like last week, but I had to change my payment option. It had an old card that's no longer valid. For some reason keeps going. My Amazon Prime was going to an old card that's no longer valid, and so I keep having to go in and I keep thinking that I had changed it to my preferred, but it was the old one, so I had to go in and reorder today. It's the ones I was telling you guys about last week. It's the gay tarot and the sexual positions tarot. So I'm sure that will not be something I do on here very often because I don't want people boycotting my channel because it might be inappropriate for YouTube. So we'll see. Yeah, I use playing cards sometimes. Like I've been at dinner parties before recently where people have asked me to read, and I don't bring my cards with me. And so if they had playing cards on hand, so I just used playing cards. But I don't typically use playing cards unless there's no tarot cards around, because playing cards are a little bit of a deficiency because they don't have the major arcana, you know? They're all over IGE. Yeah, Delene. I haven't seen your channel, but somebody mentioned it, that your channel was hardcore. Yeah, I'm just kidding. I'll probably do them once in a while. I mean, I don't care. If people are offended, too bad. That's not my problem. So let's get started. Okay, by the way, is Tamra, last night I had Tammy and Tamra. Now I read for Tammy, but Tamra, Tamara, Tamra donated $20, and I don't think we ever read for her. Are you here tonight, Tamra? Is there a Tamra from last night? Hello, Miss Kitty. What's up, kitty, 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 kitty? What's up? What's up? If not, we will go and jump to Nicole. We will jump right on into Nicole. I did put my glasses on. Nicole. What's up, Nicole? Madison, Madison, Madison. You're too young and innocent for all that raunchy. Just kidding. Hey, start young. What guidance does Spirit have for me in regards to my twin flame? Well, so see, it's probably good that I haven't read your message yet, Nicole, because I'm telling you, when I first entered into this whole intuitive empath world of reading tarot cards, I thought the more information you have, the better, right? Because people would always ask me when I would do readings for them, is it better for me to give you all this information or not? And at first my thinking was like, yes, give me information. The more information I have, the better. No, that's not the case. And here's why. What I learned really early on was the more information I have, the more my mind will try to override what my intuition and the cards are telling me. So I'll see something in the cards and my intuition will say, okay, this is what the answer is. But then if I have information that contradicts the answer, I'll say, but wait a minute, she told me this, this, and this about this person. So that can't be true. What I'm feeling and what I'm seeing can't be true because I know something different. Well, no, it is usually true. It doesn't matter what you think you know. The information sometimes is contradicted by facts that come through that the person is wrong about, or, you know, so it's really not better to know a lot. It's really better, from my experience, to have very little information, to just get the question and give the answer. And it's going to be much more accurate that way than if you have information that's really just coming from one person's perspective that who knows how much of it is really accurate, you know? So probably good if we're talking about your twin flame tonight that I didn't read the email. Yeah, so I learned early on, don't listen to your mind, don't think you're wrong, listen to what you feel and listen to what you see. That will never fail you. Feelings and seeing is gonna override the mind every time. That's why doing this has really helped me in every aspect of life, because on a twin journey, in other relationships with family members, I can see where people let their mind tell them stories that aren't true. If you listen to your heart, and you know the truth, you just know the truth. It's so much easier to function in life that way, right? It's just staying connected to what's true. So, okay, I'll check the PayPal's. Thank you, Vicky. I'll check that in just a moment. Yeah, strictly intuition. That's the way to go. I'm gonna check those in just a moment. Let me go ahead and do Nicole's here. So Nicole just wants to know what's going on with the twin, right? Is that how you ordered it? What guidance does Spirit have for me in regards to my twin? Thank you, Universe. Thank you, Source. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Angels, Archangels, Spirit Guides, Ancestors. Thank you, Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. Thank you for the clear and direct messages tonight and the healing guidance. Thank you for gathering around me, protecting my energy and my light and vibration, and repelling the darkness. What guidance do you have for Nicole regarding her twin soul? What's the guidance for Nicole regarding her twin soul? Okay. There's some angry energy coming out here. I don't know what's going on. People be snatching tonight. Don't be snatching. Don't be snatching. Okay, what's going on here? Yeah, check it out. Check it out. Divinely inspired. Well, you know what's really great is right off the bat, I have to tell you, you guys are in really strong vibrational alignment right now. You're King and Queen of Pentacles here. You know, that's a good sign. I mean, here's the thing, twin souls are always in vibrational alignment, even when you're not feeling, you know, you're twin souls. So you're pretty much in a vibrational alignment, even when you're high vibed and they're not. It's, it's that you're not maybe. Thank you. Thank you so much, Jupiter Solar. It's that you're not maybe operating in the same consciousness or the same awareness of things, but your vibration, I feel like it's always aligned to a certain extent, right? And so this is just more confirmation that you guys are sort of coming into that place where if you're not on the same page, you're at least moving in the same direction here. You've still got this issue going on here, though. There's the Three of Cups, the Eight of Cups, the World, and the Two of Pentacles. Absolutely, Delene. That's absolutely true. Very, very strange. Because you got angels involved in this thing and all. Okay, so you've got the Hierophant here. Wow, and the Temperance card at the bottom of the deck. And the World. So you guys are heading toward completion, obviously, as are all twin souls. And if you're on your mission here, you're doing what you're supposed to do, awakened and plugged in here. Why the Three of Cups, though? Is it the third party stuff? No. So I feel like there's something really interesting going on right now. Um, these three, the three women here in this Three of Cups, Nicole, to me, they look like it's like they're all look at them. They're all just like, yeah, we're watching you. We have our eyes on you. I feel like it's like these three angels or guides that are really taking the initiative to arrange things to help you to come together in the right way and in the right time. And because it came out beside the Eight of Cups, I also think it's about the fact that the things that caused you both to have to walk away and you to have to kind of walk away energetically, it's like, wow, I hope this is resonating on something that happened. I don't know. It's like you had to walk away at the time you did. He obviously has walked away a couple of times too. You know, the Eight of Cups is an energy of walking away, yes, but you're walking away from 8 cups that are upright here. And so you're walking away from a lot of something you have a lot of feeling in, a lot of feeling for. And you're walking away with this moon present that represents more feelings and more things that aren't being expressed, fulfilled, or have not yet come to a close. The problem with a twin, the hard thing about a twin soul journey when you go into separation is there's no such thing as closure. No matter how many times you say goodbye, this is it, you like try to draw a hard line over it or an exclamation point or a period. There's no closure there because you both still in your soul, maybe not in your mind, and sometimes not even in your heart, but in your soul, your soul longs to be in alignment. That's just the truth. Your soul is always longing to be in alignment. And guess what? If you're on a twin journey, the only way your soul's truly in alignment is when you're in the right place and in the right energy with your twin soul, right? When you're in this kind of alignment. So there's no closure. There's no closure in separation. It doesn't work. Your soul aches and longs to have something be satisfied. It doesn't mean you have to marry the person, but there has to be communication, understanding, and support and unconditional love there, right? The friendship has to be whole. Right now, that's what these angels or whatever these beings are trying to do here. I don't think they're trying to get you two married off. They're trying to rebuild a friendship between you that's always been there, but has not, because of this Queen of Rods especially, who's over here at the bottom of the deck, has been very it's been very distorted recently. Because ultimately, and I don't care, you can all tell me I'm wrong. I don't care if every single one of y'all that thinks you're on a twin soul journey tells me I'm wrong. The twin soul journey is not about romance and passion and sexual, it's not about that stuff. It ultimately is about a friendship, an intense friendship. That's where that's where the souls connect, is in friendship. All that other stuff is great, but that's not the basis of a twin soul union, a twin soul relationship. It's friendship. It's your soul friend. It's your soul. It's your soul. Now, where the souls connect, of course, when two souls connect in love, in that source energy are connected, sure, there can be passion, there can be all those other things, but ultimately, it's loyalty. That's where it starts. They're trying to build a friendship between you two, Nicole. But he's the one here who has a choice, not you. This is him. He's choosing you even when he's not choosing you, though. I feel like that's the message that is so often not understood. If he's not choosing you, it's because he's thinking on some level, I have to protect Nicole from me. His higher self is saying, I have to protect her from me because I'm not ready to do this, this, and this. And if I were to go to her now, I would treat her in this way. So guess who gets that treatment? The karmic. Or he's not yet ready to love himself fully, so he's disconnecting. Because if you run from your twin soul, it means there's a part of yourself you're running from. If you're running from your twin soul, now, if you're running from some psychopath that's not your twin soul, you're running from a psychopath that's not your twin soul. Whether they say they are or not, they may not be. But if you're running from someone who actually is your twin soul, you know it in your heart, and you're actually running from a part of yourself. But yeah, you guys have, with these three majors here, I think it's pretty clear what's going on. It's the same thing that's been going on, but you've got some pressure from the universe right now. It's like they're I mean, that feels like pressure to me. Watching and waiting. Watching and waiting. So, yeah. All right, can you tell us what happened? Or do you want to keep it private? I can read the email later. If you want to keep it private, that's certainly understandable. I'm just curious. And then next is going to be Cecilia R. if she's here. I don't know if she's here either. Madison as well. Hola. Hey, Cecilia, you are here. Thank you, thank you. Kind of long for chat. No problem. I'll check my email after. I have a personal reading at midnight, and then I'll check my emails. Kind of long for chat, but resonated. Good. This is a safe space. It definitely is a safe space, or it's intended to be. Saw your messages and forgot to write you back. Moon Pie. You saw my messages? Moon Pie? I don't think you're talking. What's your name? I don't know who that is. Okay, I definitely appreciate you sharing it, and I will check it. I'll be checking it. Hi, Penny. Nice to see you. Four of Wands on one of my readings. Yes. Oh, yeah. Was it, you got the, were you the one that had the, Moon Pie had the, I think you had the High Priestess, Magician, and the Four of Wands all came out together. It was crazy. The High Priestess and the Magician, basically the Divine Feminine Masculine, bam, bam, and then the Four of Wands. It's pretty intense. I was like, when I watched that, I was like, oh my God, that I probably would have like I got goosebumps watching it the way they came out. In that order too. Magician, number 1. High Priestess, number 2. Four of Wands. Whoever that was for was definitely some major divine counterpart stuff. Okay, that was crazy, yeah. Good reading too, really beautiful reading. You guys should check her out, Moon Pie. It was intense, Matt. It was the first 3 cards she threw out there. It was just like, whoa. Yeah, it's crazy. So pretty interesting, my friend. Okay, let's see. Now, Cecilia, you want to just see what general messages? Okay, gotcha. Sorry about that again, Cecilia. I'm sorry about the mix-up last night. It was just a mistake I made. Guys, what guidance do you have for Cecilia? Generally speaking or otherwise? What does she need to know? I'm using the Morgan Greer Tarot deck tonight. It's pretty much my favorite deck right now just because it's really pliable. I like that. Got the Six of Cups. Wow, Ace of Swords and Justice. I like this a lot. You also have the Hermit card. You could be dealing with a Virgo or a Libra or someone with air or water in their chart. The Six of Cups is an energy that a lot of times I automatically describe it as a past life soulmate. It's not necessarily a past life soulmate. What it is necessarily is either a past life soulmate, someone that you have actually dated or been in love with before in this life. Like, for example, you fell in love when you were 16 and now you're in your 40s and you guys reunite. Or it's someone that, for whatever reason, when you meet them, it feels like you've known each other before. And there's this feeling of nostalgia that you instantly feel from them when you two interact, when you look in each other's eyes. It's a beautiful card, and it's a childlike nostalgia, a childlike happiness and innocence. It's a love that's very safe and warm and beautiful. It's very much like the twin soul love is experienced that you feel when you look in each other's eyes, that safety, that stuff, like notwithstanding the tough part when you trigger each other. But this is a little different because it's specific to something from the past, right? In fact, if you were not in a relationship at all, this could represent, for example, being stuck in the past, not being able to let go of something from the past because of the memories. So it's not always the best card in that situation. It's pretty good here. I feel good, especially with Justice and the Ace of Swords here. I feel like there is something new coming in, but it is something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. I don't know. It's everything, okay? It's something new and something old at the same time. And it's something that is right, that you deserve. Something that, you know, you've dealt with a lot maybe, and it's something you deserve to come in. Certainly with Justice here, it could be karmic, but it feels like with the other cards supporting it that it's good karma. It's something that you deserve in a good way, that, you know, there's a rhyme and symmetry to this that's like the opposite. You know, it's that contrast. If you've dealt with some difficulty and some depression and sadness and loneliness recently, and I think you may have with the Hermit card present, you've grown from it. You know, the Hermit is a major arcana. You were supposed to go through that, and hopefully you really did a lot of introspection and growth from that. And behind that is the Knight of Cups too. This is someone coming in that's being divinely guided into your life, for sure, Cecilia. And I'm sure you know who it is. If someone's coming into mind and into your heart, then you know what this is, right? So yeah. Thank you, Moon Pie. Thank you for coming in. Love your readings. Guys, subscribe to Moon Pie Tarot. I've only seen one of her readings, but it was really good. It was really good. I watch whatever comes up on my feed if I'm not busy. And Virgo readings, Virgo and Gemini are the readings I usually watch. Yeah, I just think this is beautiful, Cecilia. And I really think, you know, the key, I got a clear message in meditation tonight about on my journey, what I'm supposed to do on my journey is very specific. I'm not supposed to chase anyone. I'm not supposed to I'm supposed to chase my own dreams. But as far as when it comes to love and relationship, I'm just supposed to grow a garden in my heart. And I get that message for you as well with those roses. Like, just grow a garden in your heart. Make your heart a safe place for the people you love, for all the people you love, not just your soulmate or twin soul. I don't know what your specific label is for your journey, but make your heart space a garden that's safe for the people you love to come to, right? And also a private garden. It's not for just everybody to come looking at. A private garden. That's important. But I like this a lot. Okay, Cecilia. All right, guys, I'm going to check. Thank you, Roxana. All right, guys, I'm going to check the payment apps and make my list here for the rest of the night. And I think I'm going to close it down. So if you want to get on the list, now's the time, because I'm probably going to close it when I come back. Because like I said, I'm gonna go too long here. I'll be right back. Guys, when Justina, are you sending it to my Gmail? Make sure you email me right now if you wouldn't mind, Justina. The email is rayoflighttarot@yahoo.com. Rayoflighttarot@yahoo.com. And just include, I just checked my email this afternoon and I don't have anything from you. Make sure, I'll check my spam because I did have somebody that had the same problem and they had 2 emails in my spam from the last 2 weeks. So that may be it. I apologize. I'll go look in my spam. Go ahead and email me now. And as soon as I get off here, I'll contact you. If you would send a contact number as well, that'd be great. Sorry about that. Well, no, Joyce, it's not your phone. It's because if I leave to check, it does that. So that could be why. Thank you, Justina. Yeah, we'll get you taken care of. We'll get you fast tracked. So don't worry about it. I'm sorry. Yeah, I had somebody today that had sent me like 3 emails and only one of them came through. That was an issue I was having with the Gmail, so I'm not sure why that happens sometimes. If it's the traffic. Okay, guys, no more. I'm closing the list. So let me go over the list with you guys. I've got Madison, Anne, Eclectic Vibe, Valetka, Michelle G, Isha, Michael O, and Roxana. That's it. Okay, and I'm gonna close it right there. Thank you, yeah. I'm gonna wrap it up. Yeah. Okay, so Madison, you're up. What's up, Madison? Michelle G? That's you. If you did PayPal instead of Cash App, whatever comes out will resonate. It most certainly should. So guidance for Madison tonight. Something's flipped over already and I need to figure out what it is and why. No, it's not available. I don't think it's available in Canada. Isha. Good evening, Kira. Gina, I don't have you on my list. And I've closed the list for the night, so no more donations tonight. But I should be back Friday to do it again. All right, what's up with the love guidance? See, this is why I think it's really good that your trip has kind of been waylaid, if you will. Because just what I'm seeing for you guys is he needs a little bit of time, just a little bit, but a little bit of time. And I'm telling you, Madison, when things like this happen, it's divinely guided. I'm telling you, sometimes you just know. You just know. I have learned to spot from a mile away when things that used to, in my life, things that a year and a half ago would have made me spaz, like literally spaz. I don't even blink an eye because I can see when it's literally supposed to be happening that way. Even if it's a little uncomfortable or it's not according to my plans or what I wanted, when I can see just by the way things happen that it's, like it or not, it's clearly supposed to happen this way, I can at least be okay with it then, because I know that ultimately my outcome is going to be good. So that's kind of what I feel like is going on for you. It may not be happening the way you planned or the way you wanted, but it's going to happen even better if you just wait this out and you're patient. I feel like he's in this hermit energy right now. This is the only major that came out, and it's for you, but it's really about what's happening with your divine counterpart. Because if you were to get there in the middle of this Mercury retrograde, right? I know. And if you were to get, I remember that. If you were to get there in the middle of this Mercury retrograde, and your Virgo is in hermit mode, which trust me, we're in hermit mode right now. I know I've been out to eat and I'm on a date, but I didn't have a choice. I've been wanting to go on this date for a while. Um, but I'm not sure I made the best conversations because Virgos don't do well during Mercury retrograde. Okay, we really don't. And the thing to remember is, if you went there, it would be great to see him and all this stuff. But let me just say, it's not. It's divine timing at its finest because you've got also the Four of Swords. Now this is for both of you. The fours. You've got two fours here. You know the number four. Four of Swords and Four of Cups. And Four of Cups is not great news right now for where he's at heart space wise. But it's okay. It's going to change. I can see it's going to shift. You've got the Ace of Pentacles as an overall energy. Right now, I bet you do too, because the fours represent angelic healing, and that's what's happening to the heart space between to your heart, to your connection, and to his heart space and yours too. There's angelic healing taking place. That Three of Cups came out again, which the Three of Cups is really about like reunion, collaboration, celebration. For some reason, in the reading I just did for Nicole, and I think for you too, it's really about angels. They're just they just want you to see how, I mean, look at the intent expression on these faces. That's, if you really understand, that's what's happening regarding your divine counterpart journey on the other side of what we can see. There are light beings and guides and angels just watching over this thing and doing things to arrange everything so that the path clears and things happen just the way they're supposed to. And if you really know that, you're not going to have a worry in the world because you know there's angelic healing. Clearly, there's angelic healing taking place. I mean, the Four of Swords is about healing, right? The Four of Swords is healing. You're in a place of rest, recuperation, convalescence even. Some of the things we talked about, I remember in your live reading, was about, without going into detail, about the healing that needs to take place for certain events in life in the past. Well, that and other things are all being healed. Whether you see, healing doesn't. A lot of people think I've got to do the work, I've got to heal, and they think that healing is something they're going to literally recognize, feel, see, touch. No, healing takes place when you least expect it. In fact, healing takes place when people say in the chat, "Oh my God, I'm so miserable, I'm hurting so bad." I want to say to them, "Well, guess what's happening right now? You're healing." It's like a cut, guys. When you get a cut and it scabs, it itches and it hurts, right? But it's because it's healing. It hurts when it heals. Remember the Leona Lewis song, "It's gonna hurt when it heals"? There's the line, "It's gonna hurt when it heals." It hurts when it's healing. So think about that. When you're in pain, you're healing. There's healing taking place, just a little bit more that hasn't quite happened yet. And it hasn't quite happened yet because if it had, he wouldn't be still a little resistant to this divine connection. He wouldn't. And he's still resisting it. So there's still something that hasn't healed between the two of you that has to heal in order for you to come back together and make new wounds, make new pain to heal. But for now, let's let this heal. Because you've got the Ace of Pentacles coming and the Nine of Cups. That's the wish card. That's wish fulfillment. You're going to be a chubby little happy kid when you see him. You guys are going to feel like I feel like that's going to be your kid, the two of you. So, wow. And it does. Pain equals healing. So when you're in utter twin soul separation, which I've been in recently, and you're in that gut wrenching pain where you're not sure what exactly it is that's wrong, but it just doesn't feel good, there's healing happening. That's the good news. That's the good side of bad. So I think that there's some really good stuff coming. I mean, wish fulfillment and the Ace of Pentacles. The Pentacles, the Ace of Cups is beautiful. Everybody loves the Ace of Cups. It's that new love, new beginning in love. But the Ace of Pentacles, I think, is even more beautiful. Why? Because Pentacles can be love also. It's just something tangible. So it's like love times 10 because it's love with something lasting. It's not just love. It's the diamond ring to go with the love. I mean, this is something real and lasting. It's a doorway for you guys to walk through together. So Really nice. And again, I'm getting that visual that I got in my meditations today about building a garden in your heart. Build a private garden for those you love within your heart, okay? So they know they're safe there. It's really important to do that. Yeah, list is closed, guys. I'm so sorry, but I can't take on too much tonight. Hey. Hi, Araceli, little minion. Yeah, I hear you, Michelle. I mean, I can say I have done some crying myself recently, and it's been very healing, you know? Definitely healing cries. So that's what I've got for you, Madison. And you're up next. I can't wait to hear about your trip, Madison, when it's time. Everyone's in their feelings right now. But see, a lot of people that are like normally in their head, they need this Mercury retrograde to push them into that heart space so they can deal with things that they avoid. You know, and okay, you better. Can you tell me how my twin flame is feeling right now and where things are with his divorce? What's going on with Anne's twin soul and the divorce? Yeah, I hope so. If he's somebody who has trouble, well, it looks like it is with the hermit there, especially if he's someone who has trouble expressing his emotions. People who have the most trouble expressing their emotions actually feel the most too, usually, or their feelings feel even stronger because they don't express them properly. And they're gonna get a chance to get things off to offload things right now. So that's good, really. That's the thing. If you're somebody who doesn't express yourself, that you have to learn to express it to heal it, to offload it. All right, what's going on with Anne's twin soul and the divorce? The list is actually closed, Christy Lane, but I should be back Friday night, if not before. Right. I don't know the status of the divorce based on this. Um, but I will say he's got this overall feeling of isolation and sort of being out in the cold. That's not good. So, but I like in this Five of Pentacles specifically, there's sort of two people there, and this man is this man who's completely like battered is being comforted by this woman, and so energetically, I think you can do a lot for him right now, and you know what to do with as far as that goes. Especially like if you're going into the 5D doing work, really go with that and see where it leads you, the conversations you have, where the healing needs to happen. His mind feels very weary. You know, she's got her hand on his head there. See that? So I don't know if that helps you in your 5D stuff, but his mind feels like it's really, really worn. You know, the World card is here, and that does represent completion. And so that's a good sign, I would say, for sure. And the Queen of Swords, Nine of Cups, and Three of Cups again. So there's Nine of Cups and Three of Cups are enjoying being present on the board tonight so far. And keep in mind, this is a 5, so this is definitely a fluid situation. It's not going to be this way for long. The Queen of Swords, though, I'm having trouble putting my finger on this. I keep hearing it's her, and I'm going Anne or the ex-wife, guys. Like, I know it's her. Yeah, it's her, all right. That's a her. Is it Anne or the ex-wife? Okay, this is you. Thank you. Sorry. Sometimes we joke, we tease. So your guidance or... Okay. Make a heart garden, like we just talked about. I'm hearing make a heart garden, cut the BS and the neediness, and call it a day. So don't be so needy. Whatever you're energetically putting out, even if you're not trying to, you're putting out a feeling of worry, like an energy of neediness is coming from you. Build a garden in your heart. Be strong. cut out that feeling as much as you can. You don't have a need for that. And nobody on the other side of your infinity symbol flow of connection needs to feel that right now. Remember that. The Nine of Cups, there's wish fulfillment right here, right? Celebration, reunion. So everything for you in your journey is looking really nice. So it's kind of like a porcupine. It's not like what you feel is like protecting yourself or putting out an energy of protection or even maybe offloading feelings of like sadness or worry or lack. In some way, it hits your divine counterpart like needles. So just be aware of that. Try to transmute that energy before you release it. I don't know. Yeah. I think that's it. I really think with the world here, which is about completion, that things are coming to an end as far as this divorce. There's not a finalized divorce yet, I don't think. Because why would he be feeling this way if there was? No. Is it possible it could be 7 more months before he's divorced? I've never heard a time said out loud. I've never actually heard a time like that in my head before. But literally, like clear as day, I just heard it's going to be 7 more months. And I don't know if that was till the divorce or till you guys are together. I mean, I've never heard a time. Like I told you before, like I've told you guys, I don't do times, but I literally swear I just heard it's going to be 7 more months. I don't know what that's about. Something set maybe 7 more months. I mean, I heard it clear as day. And I know who said it too. Thank you. Anything else Anne needs to know about this situation? Yeah, and it's going to go by really fast, Anne. 7 months is nothing, really. It's going to go by so fast. If that's the case, that's going to go by so fast. You won't even feel like it'll seem like the timelines are collapsing anyway. Time is going. Does it seem like it was 7 months ago that it was New Year's? We're 7 months into 2019? Doesn't Christmas seem like it was just yesterday? I mean, time is flying faster than ever, you guys. So what used to be 7 months is not 7 months right now. It's going to go by so quickly. You just have no idea. If you're someone who hasn't realized yet how fast time is flying by and that time is not even real and it's actually going way faster than it ever has, think about that. Try to look back and think, does this past Christmas seem like it was 8 months ago or 7 months ago? Time is flying. It's crazy. Especially for people who are conscious, spiritually conscious. All right, so that's what that is. And electric vibe, eclectic vibe, eclectic vibe. Europe. Sorry, guys. I can't talk tonight. I told you, it's that Mercury retro. It's that Mercury retro. Got to blame it on something. Blame it on the rain. Yeah, yeah. Blame it on the stars. Okay. Okay, you're welcome. Can I have a general twin soul message? Was it eclectic or electric? Eclectic, yeah. Okay, Jan. She needs a general twin soul message. What's going on? What does she need to know? What's the important message for her tonight? Wow, I mean, listen, you've got good news and news I know you're not going to want to hear this part of it, but you need to or it wouldn't come out. So you've got the Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups and the World all coming out right here. So that's like, okay, it's right here for you, which is amazing, right? Good stuff, amazing. You've also, though, got the Nine of Swords here, and in this one, the Nine of Swords, it's still like anxiety, worry, but it's like someone's hands feel tied. They feel like they can't do something they need to do. And the guidance here, Nine of Pentacles. So you got, this can't come in unless your focus is 100%, not 99.9%, 100% on your soul and your soul growth and no one else's. When your focus is 100%, not 99.9, but 100% on your soul growth and nobody else's, this goes away and then this comes in and you go into that new world of completion with each other. It's just the way it works. I don't know why it works that way. I know it's frustrating. It's just as frustrating as it is for you as for me. I didn't make the rules, but I know it's true. I've seen it. I've heard it from enough people. I've experienced it, just only temporarily, but I've experienced it. You have to, and don't lose your focus on yourself when you get to working with that person again. Don't let them pull you in and become in any way codependent, because it goes right back to separation. You have to keep the focus 100% on your soul growth. Because if it's a twin soul, when the focus is 100% on your soul growth and they come in, it actually is on them also. It's just not in a codependent way. You guys are going to have a beautiful new beginning in love. You guys are coming together in union. So both of your anxieties are off the charts here. Focus this and let him heal himself. Don't try to heal him, Jan. Please don't try to heal him, especially if you guys are in a lot of contact right now, because I know that mistake very well and what happens. When you're both awakened to the twin soul journey, you're both aware of it, you're both trying to make things happen, it can become very pressurized very quickly. Trust me. Trust me. I was there a few months ago, and it can become very pressurized very quickly. You can't heal him and he can't heal you. You can support each other though and love each other, and you've got good things coming here. Really good things coming. Okay. Okay. The Valetka? Is it Valetka? Svedka? Valetka Svedka. Oh no, what's the last name? I totally butchered the last name. Is there a Valetka? Hey, Vicky. Okay. Okay, let's see. Thank you. Show me for Valetka or Gemini. Got the Knight of Pentacles energy towards you, so that's a good energy. I mean, I get it. Nobody likes the Knight of Pentacles being slow, but really, like I was saying, when it comes to time, that's not really the point. The point of the Knight of Pentacles is that it's a great energy coming in. Someone wanted to come in and offer you something very stable and lasting, despite whatever obstacles may be there. And there is a Tower here as the overall energy, so I'm sure there are obstacles with this person. And you may have like mini towers for the next 7 months. I don't know how far pregnant she is, but Justice, okay, and Judgment. Try to have soft edges right now. I don't know why I'm seeing, so I keep seeing like fingernails getting filed down so that they're not as sharp. Try to have soft edges with him right now, not to be sharp. Oh, she's 7 weeks. Okay, so this isn't about 7 months. Yeah, you got the 7 of Cups for him. He's having like some real, he feels like he's in the Matrix. I don't know what that means. Like the paranoia type stuff. I feel like you need to have soft edges with him when it comes to communication. I feel like he's at a place, I don't know why, but for some reason he's very paranoid about things, about people being on his side, or even you, and look, I've seen it. Our twin soul can totally misjudge us at times and be way out there with their thinking, if especially if you're in your headspace. I don't know, and he's a Gemini, so I know he can be up in his headspace and totally shut down and be very detached. Um, he feels very paranoid about people not really being on his side, so just be really soft edged with him. But he is trying to really make a. He wants you guys to have something very, very stable. He feels he's at a crossroads here. He knows what he wants, but he's having trouble maintaining focus on what he wants because of all of the little distractions that are happening. Um, it's very easy for him to feel like he's thrown off balance too, and it's really affecting him mentally. I feel like he's awakening though, as far as his soul journey here. Um, and that's like the one gift the universe has given this connection for you two is that he's actually really awakening through all of this. The tower's probably actually helping that more than it's hurting. And ultimately, this is where justice is coming in, divine justice, because if not for that, you would probably be really, really not happy about this situation. But it's going to be a little bit more bearable because of him having some real awareness in a way that maybe he hasn't before. That's going to make it very bearable for you. What is it about the seven? Because I've got the 7 cups, 7 weeks pregnant. This justice card is looking like the witch in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I don't know what. It's something about the seven is very important. And I was thinking 7 months. I don't know what it is. And we got this seven for just a minute ago too. There's something about the number seven right now, guys. I don't know. So yeah, back to this. So he's definitely, and it's July, the 7th month. So he's definitely listen, this is a situation where, write your sorrows in the sand, carve your blessings in stone. And what that means is pay more attention to your blessings. You've got a blessing here, and it's the fact that the universe is sending a real awakening into him, and that's divine justice for you. So it's what's allowing him to keep moving towards you energetically, even through all of this crap. And, the Two of Cups and the Two of Wands are really good cards. And the number two, yes, choice, yes, crossroads, yes, balance, also partnership. The number two is partnership here. Okay, so there you go. Ready to grow spiritually. There you go. Thank you, Michelle. Ultimately, though, you have the World card here, and this is where you guys are headed toward. All twin souls are you're not just headed toward this if you're a twin soul. You're bringing the world to this, to the shift, to the new earth, to the completion. There you go. Marcella just threw that out there too. Michelle G, you're up. Speaking of. Thank you, Valetka, or Vicky. Good luck. I sent a song message to my twin flame, and I can hear him listening to it. It's crazy, right? Ready to converse during retro. Wanted to know how he feels. You know what song keeps making me think of my twin soul? And I'm not sure, maybe he sent it to me once, or I sent it to him, I can't remember, but I heard it like 3 times today, is that song Chasing Cars by Snow Patrol. Well, don't be afraid to converse during retro. Marie, is it Marie or Michelle? Do you go by Marie? Don't be afraid to converse with somebody during the Mercury retrograde. Listen, don't buy into the hype. If somebody loves you, it doesn't matter if it's Mercury effing retrograde or I don't care. You can don't get it twisted. If you're in a bad situation with somebody, Mercury retrograde may not be the best time to try and fix it. Or it may be the best time to try and fix it. You never really know. But if somebody loves you and you love them, don't delay things that need to be done just because of a retrograde. There's always going to be something retrograding or something in shadow phase or a full moon. There's always something going on with the celestial situation. Always. So don't let it stop you from doing what your heart's telling you to do. Follow your heart in all ways. Always in all ways. Um, let's see. Let's see. What about these songs she's hearing? Is he trying to get her attention? What's going on, guys? Oh, sorry, Julie. I'll be back on Friday, or if you want to purchase a personal reading, you can do that by making a payment to the one of the payment apps and just including your contact info in the description or the notes. For live readings, it's not too long of a wait. I have some live spots available. For recorded, it's like a week out or so. Yeah, I feel like he is trying to communicate with you. You've got the Eight of Wands or Eight of Rods. So that's definitely an indication of communication, sort of like sometimes unexpected communication, fast communication, a lot of communication, and forward movement in the connection as well. It can actually even represent travel if you're thinking about traveling somewhere. I get that this is not so much about travel, but movement, energetic movement between the two of you, though, from communication, because he's feeling weird. He's feeling really stressed out about something. You got two fives here, the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. Neither card do I love, and neither card do I ever interpret the same way when I see it. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on here, but he's feeling kind of needy in a way that he doesn't normally feel. And yeah, I think you should probably, if you don't feel like it's a good time to reach out to him, maybe just get connected in 5D and meditation and try and send him some real healing and love. Pray for him. Pray for him. Do you pray for your twin soul? You should always pray for them. Pray for everybody you love. But yeah, I mean, he's got something he's regretting. He's like stuck in some kind of regret. I don't know what this Five of Swords exactly is, but he's really clearly, I think that maybe the Mercury retrograde actually is causing him to really connect to his regrets. And I'm not sure why. I'm your weird garden. I'm your weird garden. Huh? I'm your weird garden? What you talking about, Willis? The way he treated me. Yeah, it's not just you, Michelle. There's other people here. There's a couple people. And it's definitely, he's very much clearly connecting to it, and he's not happy about some things. He's feeling some real regret. And I don't know why that is. Somebody wants to know what his sign is. Knight of Pentacles, that there is an energy of wanting to move towards you, and oh yeah, no, we're not doing zodiac signs. I thought they were asking what sign your twin soul is. Okay, so that's an energy of wanting to move towards you and offer you something lasting and real and stable. You also have the Six of Swords and the Chariot. So 3 cards that I'm getting the same hit from. It's a really strong desire to move forward and create a future with you. Okay, so if that's sort of the feeling of the song is about your relationship and the future, and that desire was what you were feeling, then that's definitely something he's been trying to communicate to you on some level from his soul. Okay, even if he's not aware of it in his body, his soul, his oversoul or whatever is trying to communicate that to you, right? Isha, you're next. Thanks, Michelle Marie. Isha, Michael, and Roxana. Isha, what's up? You're welcome. Thank you. Is Isha here? Isha, Michael, and Roxana are the 3 I have left on the list. Water baby gave you chance on tuning. Hey, Joan. Well, tonight I'm just doing readings by donation, but we've already closed the list. So I love Water Baby. She's awesome. Yes, I do find your name hard to speak. Yes. She was... Oh, did she get out? When I talked to her, she wasn't sure if she was going to be able to get out today. She was waiting to do that. Oh, good. What is the hurdle stopping my ex from reaching out? How in the world is this man going to fix the mess he made? Thank you for your guidance. I understand your question, and I'll tell you, you just have to have faith that even if he can't fix it, the universe can create a path where there are two souls that love each other and want the same future. The path will be created. So don't worry. If it's meant for you, it will be for you. If it's not, it won't. But if he made a mess, guess what? He needs to help the universe fix it. The birds are back. Nice. Good to know. Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying. Look at this. Oh, man. This reminds me of Water Baby's reading, actually, about, for Gemini, about the bear. She said the bear has the ability to, for Gemini, has this person that they think of as their teddy bear or something, and they have the ability to transmute their Ten of Swords into the Ten of Cups. Well, that's what the universe is going to do for your connection. The Ten of Swords can be turned right into the Ten of Cups, okay? And he's going to go out of this Five of Pentacles feeling and be the King of Swords again and put the work in where it needs to be put in. It all just it all shifts like that. I don't know how long you've been on this journey, but if you've been on the twin journey for any length of time and you've experienced at least one long time separation and then come back together with both of you awakened to the twin soul journey, you know, energies shift like that. You know, when they shift in this connection. And it's a beautiful thing, right? But you know, there's never, this isn't like real life or the 3D. It's just something different. And there's no such thing as can't fix it. There's just not. Right? So that's what it is. That's the answer. He's already desiring a lot of these things, like oh, okay, this is your first separate, okay, yeah, and listen, it's so he's probably not even awakened to yet. So you've awakened to the twin soul journey. He hasn't, right? Give it time. It'll get easier. Oh, it's not a twin journey. I thought you asked for your twin. I'm so used to people asking about twin. So from that perspective, well, gosh, if it's going from Ten of Swords to Ten of Cups, it's something close to a twin journey. Ultimately, same thing, though. I mean, this is what we got. Ten of Swords to Ten of Cups. That energy is being shifted just like that by the universe. It's not really anything he's going to have to do except put the work in, right? He's going to. With the Eight of Pentacles, that's a willingness to put the work in to this situation. Working hard to fix things. That person looks like he's pretty intent there. What's the nature of this connection? What's the nature of this connection? It's a pretty, this is a pretty intensely spiritual connection. You've got four majors here: Death, Judgment, the Moon, the Chariot, and Three of Swords, High Priestess. So 5 majors. I don't know what the connection is, but it's pretty divinely led according to that. So, yeah, you've got to stay tapped into your intuition, stay connected. That High Priestess is the divine feminine energy, and it's important for you to stay in that sacred divine feminine inner knowing so that you can operate from that place and not get thrown off emotionally by all the Ten of Swords energy you guys are in right now, which is painful, backstabbed, beat down, can't move. And what it really is an energy that you need to let go of. If you're still functioning in this separation, if you're in separation, right, and you're functioning in an energy that's thinking about all the things that just went wrong and left you guys where you are, there's no room for any kind of growth. You have to let go of all of that so that you guys can start a new cycle. So that's a very practical way. You've got to let go of the pain that is the result of all of that. And you can fast track the healing if you can understand, like, to watch Abraham Hicks on YouTube. Watch Abraham Hicks about like vibrational alignment and the law of attraction, and start working that angle. You'll be fine in no time, and it'll help the situation improve. Michael, you're next. Michael O. So you see and hear that the most positive and amazing things are about to happen. If that's the case, why are you overwhelmed with anxiety? I don't understand. Because you're right, you will miss those things. Because if you're overwhelmed with anxiety, you're sending out a signal to the universe that you want more anxiety. So you've got to find a way to manage that. Even if do you have somewhere like a professional that you see for assistance with that? And do you have medication? I mean, have you sought like actual medical advice on that? All I know is about the law of attraction. I'm not a medical professional. So when it comes to anxiety, if you're suffering from like a medical condition type of anxiety, like clinical anxiety, you've got to see a professional about that first and foremost, I would think. But I believe the law of attraction works, and I know if you're hearing that good things are coming, but all you can do is feel anxiety, you're going to bring more anxiety in instead of the good things, or right alongside the good things, which will kind of maybe not help. Yeah, that's a good question. I was actually wondering that. Where are you hearing that good things are coming? Are you intuiting this, or are you hearing this from the people around you? Okay. So, I don't know. I guess if that was me, I would be talking to a medical professional about my anxiety first and foremost, and seeing what angles I could work from that, from like the healthcare side. And then, what are your what modalities do you utilize to de-stress, to decompress? Do you meditate? Do you do like grounding, salt baths? Salt baths, hear amazing things about. It's not something I do regularly, but I mean, well, I swim in the sea, so I guess that's a salt bath. Do you try to meditate on your own, or have you tried guided meditations? I used to have trouble meditating. It just takes practice. I used to have trouble meditating though, and so I used guided meditations. Guided meditations really help if you're not great at it yourself, but you'll get better at it, and it'll become just like anything else, just very easy, second nature. What guidance do you have for Michael about his anxiety? Let's see what the cards can tell us for you, if anything else comes through. But yeah, first and foremost, I would talk to a healthcare professional if you feel like it's a clinical issue. Did you recently end a relationship or move? Got the Eight of Cups coming here, or maybe is that guidance to end something or walk away from something that's stressful? Do you have a relation? Oh, both. Okay. Those are two of the most stressful things that a person can experience. So it doesn't matter. Sexual relationships are the easiest kind to leave. If a relationship's just sexual, that's nothing, right? That's easy to leave. It's the heart-based relationships that are hard to say goodbye to. The soul connections, those are the ones where it's painful. Not all sexual partners are spiritual connections, right? Let's be real. So you've got the Eight of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, the Moon, and the Eight of Cups. Two eights. Everything happening right. You know, the way you sound right now sounds a lot like the way I felt when I was just awakening to the twin soul journey and I was thrust right into the dark night of the soul. And I was reaching out for help. I was literally telling people who love me, I think I'm going to die. Could you please pray for me or do something to help me? And nobody was responding. It was like they couldn't hear me. And I realize now, looking back, the universe was purposely isolating me. Those people that I was asking for help, they actually couldn't hear me. For some reason, what I was saying and what they were hearing were two different things. Because I know what I was saying was, I'm about to kill myself. Somebody needs to rescue me. And nobody was hearing that. So, but it was because I wasn't going to kill myself. I mean, I kind of thought about it a few times, but I wasn't. I was just miserable, right? I was miserable. I didn't have much to live for. And I was down on the ground pretty hard, hitting that rocky bottom. And I was pretty unhappy. But, you know, I had to be alone. The universe sometimes has to get you alone so that you can go through that feeling to realize that you're never alone. There is no such thing as alone here. I don't know if there's such thing as alone anywhere. You're never alone, though. You've got support on the other side of what you can see, the unseen around you. And if you are alone long enough and are forced to be with yourself, you realize you're not alone, and there are things and beings supporting you that will pull you up if you give them a chance. Whenever I hear about suicides, I always wonder, did they not hear the help, trying to help them, or maybe they, because I've been told by my spirit guides that when you're in a really low vibration, it's really hard to get messages. But there's a way to that they can help you raise the vibration too, because that's what happened. I feel like you're at that place with these two eights, like it's karmic and it's supposed to happen this way, Michael. So if you can at least take maybe a little hope in believing that you've got those angels again here. These are angels tonight. They're watching you. Like, they're all watching you. And they're sort of cheering for you. You know, that's what those sevens are. Those numbers, those repeating sevens, those are angels applauding you, saying, hey, you're doing great. We're rooting for you. We're helping you. Just ask us. We'll help you. You know, angels protect you. We're all sent guardian angels to literally protect us, to protect our life. But they won't interfere in your love life unless you ask them to. You can say, hey, will you help me with this situation? Will you give me some guidance? Like, what do I need to do to fix this with my soulmate? Maybe they'll tell you it's not your soulmate. Maybe they'll give you some other guidance, but they'll help you if you let them. You're going to be putting a lot of work into something new that's going to be really, you know, fruitful for you, and you're going to have this energy of building on something, and not alone, with someone else. There's someone else that's going to be helping you with this. A lot of things are being hidden from you right now because you've got to deal with yourself. You know why I found out from a doctor or a psychologist, a therapist? Do you know why most people suffer the most severe anxiety? And this isn't, please don't take this the wrong way, but I found this out when I was experiencing a great deal of anxiety. Do you know why we suffer the biggest amounts of anxiety? Because we're selfish. And I don't mean that to hurt your feelings or to call you selfish, but if you get outside of yourself and stop thinking about your own problems and how bad your own life is, and change your focus to how can I be of help to another human being who's suffering today? Because there's always people suffering worse than we are. And if you shift your focus outside of yourself and your problems that you're thinking about, and you start thinking about how you can be of help, just go outside and look around. There's somebody you can help. If you're able to walk, talk, you've got food in your stomach, breath in your lungs, there's somebody out there that you can be of service to. And if you shift your focus to one of service, your anxiety goes away. It's like it's a magic pill that nobody talks about, but I guarantee you it's true. So if you really want my answer to how to get rid of anxiety, it's to get outside of your own head and think about how you and get outside of yourself and your own problems by thinking of how can you be of help to somebody else. It's the truth. That's what saved me. I stopped worrying about myself just for a little while and started thinking of how I could be of help to the people around me. And I realized when I started helping everybody else around me, I started getting a lot of positive feedback. Suddenly I wasn't so sad, selfish, and depressed because people were thanking me and people were appreciating me. And, you know, we all want to be appreciated and thanked, but we don't necessarily want to think about how easy it is to be someone who's appreciated. It's not that you're selfish, and so I didn't mean it to say it that way. It's not that you're a selfish person, but we all can tend to be self-centered and in our minds to the point that it makes us start to have anxieties and everything, and there's such a simple solution sometimes to it. Now, like I said, if it's clinical, maybe you need to see a doctor, get medication, therapy. I don't know. I'm not qualified to say that. But I know for me, it was really just about stepping outside of myself long enough to just say, okay, if I'm going to have to live another day on this miserable planet, in this miserable, lonely life that I'm in, I'm at least going to know that this last day of my life, I helped at least one other person with something. And I just decided to be of use, to be of service. And it definitely took away my anxiety like that. But yeah, you've got some good things coming. I think it's just being hidden from you right now because the universe wants you to get to that place of belief and trust. And when you sort of and it does require you to be a little delusional, like be delusionally happy, even if you don't have a reason to, you know, like, well, I don't want to talk about personal stuff like that. Don't let people tell you things that don't resonate with what's in your heart, okay? Even if they seem to think that they're right and they don't know. You know what your heart is, and if your heart is pure and true and in the right place, and it's a soul connection, the soul can do anything, right? So don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Good luck, Michael. Yeah, and see, that's what we do. We push people away when we're feeling bad, and then it only gets worse because we really don't want to be alone. We don't want to be alone, but we push the people we love the most away because, my God, heaven forbid they actually tell us what we need to do to fix things. And it's a vicious cycle we can get into. But, you know, all that really is giving into the darkness. And the way to sort of give into the light is just to say, you can't really do it from inside yourself sometimes. You just have to say, okay, today, fuck meditating, fuck all of this modalities that everybody's throwing at you. I'm just gonna go find an animal that needs somebody to walk it and walk a dog on the beach, or I'm gonna go buy somebody a coffee who's thirsty. You know, whatever. Just look around. There are people begging for attention and help that are feeling worse than you. I promise. It's all about your perspective and shifting your mindset. And it does help. That gratitude thing is big. Roxana. You're next, Roxana. Thanks, Michael. I wish you well, man. Okay, how is her twin flame feeling about their connection right now? How is Roxana's twin flame feeling about their connection right now? You're welcome, Michael. So I feel like this is a really transformational, or not transformational because it's not really that he's transforming. I feel like this is a really transitional period for your twin soul, Roxana, because the Ten of Swords is here, Ten of Rods and Ten of Swords is here. This is not this is like the way Michael was describing. This is how he's feeling, right, Michael? So if you're asking how's this person feeling, it's about the way Michael's feeling, like a lot of anxiety, a lot of burden, like carrying a heavy burden, and this energy's got to shift or this person's going to go under. And so I can see what's coming in is some balance is coming into this, but it's going to require help, and this person's going to be feeling very generous once they can get into balance or embrace that kind of energy. The Ace of Wands is coming in. That's a gift. The aces are divine gifts, and it's a new beginning, a passionate new beginning, some creativity coming in, and it's going to allow, there's a lot of swords energy here. I'm not sure what this is about. He's got Knight of Swords, you've got Queen of Swords. Is it guidance or is it a reflection? Okay. I think it's guidance about really staying in that place of, you know, emotional kindness, but not overly emotional to the point where you're where someone there's going to be if you're overly emotional, this balance is going to get thrown off and somebody's going to get put out. We don't want that in this situation. You want to ride this new beginning for all it's worth. So for some reason they want you to stay both of you to be in kind of a logical mindset and in that headspace instead of getting too emotional. So I just say do it. Just don't question it, just do it. um, yeah, rose quartz for sure. And so yeah, just do that. And what I would also say is that's about expressing your truth, but with kindness, okay? And you can be emotionally honest. This is a big thing for me. You can be emotionally honest without being dramatic or overly emotional. Emotional honesty does not require you to be emotional, right? So I feel like, yeah, it is with this new beginning coming in. There is an end to some real tough burdens and a cycle that was really painful. There may have been some betrayal. That's par for the course in this. That's par for the course. Betrayal is par for the course, and I don't think the difference in betrayal in like twin soul situations and betrayal in other relationships. In a twin soul, I've yet to hear of a twin soul situation where the betrayal was intentional. There may be betrayal, but it's usually not intentional, okay? So, but there's some bloodshed here. Look at his sword. That's messy looking. So, he's got blood on that sword. Somebody's bloodied by this. But yeah, ultimately it looks good. You guys are moving toward balance, toward a more equal give and take, and that's really all you can ask for in any relationship, right? So, good luck. All right. Hey, Abigail. All right. So that's it. We're done with our list, and I am off. I'm out. I hope you guys. And Nicole, thank you so much for your help tonight. I really, really, really appreciate it. You were a big help to me, and I can't thank you enough. I'm going to. For anyone that I said to email me, I'll be responding in just a few minutes, and we'll get it all taken care of. Thanks, guys. You guys have a great night. I should be back on for another mini reading by Friday night. I usually do Friday night, live on Friday nights. So I will see you guys later. Thank you so much. Everyone have a great night, and namaste.